Germany out of the World Cup. How an extraordinary afternoon unfolded. The unthinkable has happened. Germany, reigning world champions, the consummate tournament team, are out of the World Cup at the group stage. Their failure to beat South Korea on Wednesday afternoon, combined with Sweden's comfortable win over Mexico, saw Joachim Low's men fall at the first hurdle in Russia, their first World Cup elimination at this point for 80 years. Sweden won the group by beating Mexico 3-0 in the other match taking place at the same time, meaning Germany needed to defeat South Korea to get through in second place. Germany would have progressed with a win at the Kazan Arena but barely looked capable of scoring against the Koreans, let alone going on to successfully defend the title they won in Brazil 4 years ago. South Korea won 2-0 thanks to 2 goals in second-half stoppage time as Germany desperately pushed forwards to try and find a winner. Kim Jong-un tapped in from close range when an error by Toni Kroos played him onside, with a goal eventually awarded by VAR. There was drama as the football world waited to see if the goal was good, but VAR showed the Korean corner had been touched into Gen's path by the boot of Kroos, overruling the linesman's flag. Tottenham forward Son Heung-min then slotted into an empty goal after chasing down a long punt, with Germany goalkeeper Manuel Neuer having raced up the field to try and get on the end of a corner. Germany had earlier missed several great chances to score, Timo Werner firing wide and Mats Hummels heading wide from 6 yards. "This is a very, very bitter evening for us, for German football and for all Germany fans," said Hummels after the game. He later posted a crying emoji and a one-word tweet, "Sorry." After the game, Germany manager Joachim Low, who has a contract until 2022 but may walk away after this disappointment, admitted they deserved to be knocked out in the first round of a World Cup for the first time since 1938. "We did have a plan, we just didn't implement it," said Low. "We had a lot of chances, but we weren't clinical. We weren't at ease with ourselves. The disappointment is huge for me personally. We need a few hours, and then we need to have a discussion tomorrow." Goalkeeper and captain Manuel Neuer was the most scathing of all. "We deserved to be eliminated. We didn't convince in any game. This was not the Germany we know. Even if we had gone through, in the next round or the round afterwards, we'd have been knocked out." There were tears on the pitch from the Germany players at the final whistle, while in Ekaterinburg the Mexican and Swedish fans partied together. Fans in Mexico City swarmed the South Korean embassy to celebrate. Had Korea not won, Germany would have gone through in place of the Mexicans. Many other football fans reacted with glee to the news, posting memes to Twitter with a German farewell of Auf Wiedersehen, while the official national team account admitted they were speechless. Chancellor Angela Merkel's spokesman shared the shock of a nation over Germany's stunning World Cup exit. "Not our World Cup, how sad. There will be other tournaments where we can cheer again," Stefan Seibert wrote. Lothar Matthäus, who lifted the World Cup with West Germany in the 1990 World Cup, wrote on Twitter, "This is a very sad afternoon." Former England striker Alan Shearer laid into the lackluster German side. Speaking as a pundit on the BBC, he said, "I can believe it after what I have seen in the last 3 games from them because they have been slow, laggy, no energy, no desire, and today they did not have a plan A, never mind a plan B, so they deserve to go out." South Korea were absolutely magnificent and thoroughly deserved that win, but Germany, all over the place. I was amazed at the lack of hunger this team showed. Football-mad Germany was plunged into mourning and the newspapers were furious. A historic disgrace, Der Spiegel called it. At the fan zone by Berlin's Brandenburg Gate, supporters had begun leaving even before the final whistle blew. "These aren't world champions, they didn't fight at all," fumed 27-year-old Oliver Fischer, wearing a Germany jersey. "We absolutely deserve to be out. We had no fight, no courage, no ideas." Fans in the stadium in Russia were angry too. Some were seen clashing with Arsenal midfielder Mesut Ozil, shouting and gesturing. Ozil had to be restrained by a member of the Germany backroom staff as he tried to respond. England fans, who have suffered so long at the hands of Germany in major tournaments, were quick to celebrate the German exit. One fan posted a picture of Delali waving goodbye, with the caption "Dear Germany, love England." Mexico will now play the winner of Group E, Brazil, Serbia or Switzerland, while Sweden will take on whoever comes second, and the Germans will now simply have to pack their bags. England manager Gareth Southgate was holding a press conference at the same time as Germany were being dumped out of the finals. "Of course I am surprised," he said of both the defeat and the fact that the Germans are heading home after the group stage. "I was here last summer for the Confederations Cup and they brought a young team. They also won the under-21 finals, but in this tournament I think they have been ahead for about a minute and a half in their matches. It has been unusual to see them struggle as much as they have, but the level of all of the teams is strong and they have played teams who have been tactically very good against them and exposed counter-attack situations in particular. I didn't look at that group and think automatically that they would go through. I watched some of the game and they were just unable to break South Korea down." Southgate continued, "I don't think it has any bearing on us. What it shows is that, with Italy and Holland out before we got to this point, Chile, who were in the Confederations Cup final, as well, and now Germany, there really is no opportunity to rest on where you are as a team or stop the constant improvement. We have learned an enormous amount from studying Germany as a team. We learned a lot from watching them last summer and have implemented some of that, and they are a team that won the World Cup. Indirectly, I would say they have had a big bearing on what we are doing now, but in sport and life you just have to keep evolving and improving, and it just shows anyone is vulnerable on any given day.